Shades of Death Road is a 2-lane, 7-mile stretch of road located in Warren County, New Jersey. There are many stories surrounding this road, one of them being that in the 1920s and 30s, 3 brutal murders were committed along the road. One of them was a robbery where a man was beaten to death with a tire iron. The second is about a woman who beheaded her husband and buried the head and the body on different sides of the road. And the last one is about a local resident named Bill Cummins who was shot and buried in a mud pile. His murder still remains unsolved to this day. It has also been said that the low-hanging branches of the Jenny Jump forest around the road were used for late-night lynchings, and a few strange, barren portions of the nearby land have long been rumored to have hosted human sacrifice and black magic ceremonies by mysterious hooded figures. Dead Man's Curve in Clermont, Ohio, is located between 2 regular freeways, but this turn is so sharp that it has caused many deaths over the years. In the 1960s, a car full of teens were driving on the curve in a Chevy Impala when they got into a fatal accident. Witnesses say that they've seen floating visions of the car along the road with no one in it. There has also been reports of a faceless hitchhiker and apparitions of antique carriages that fell off the road over a century ago. Kelly Road, located in Ohioville, Pennsylvania, may look like an average road at first sight, but many know it by its more sinister name, Mystery Mile. It is said that animals go from normal to aggressive, usually to the point of chasing people on this 2-mile stretch of road. Others claim to hear unexplained noises, and many people say they see white apparitions while driving along the road. But what could be responsible for these disturbances? The exact explanation is unknown. Some believe it's tied to cult activity. However, the popular theory is the supernatural occurrences is possibly linked to a curse placed on the Mystery Mile by Native Americans. Angry at the people for taking their homes, whatever it may be, after reaching the 1-mile marker, all the activity supposedly stops. Sensabaugh Hollow Road and Sensabaugh Tunnel is located just off Big Elm Road in Kingsport, Tennessee. The tunnel is believed to have been built during the 1920s, but now sits falling apart and graffiti spread across the face of its walls. It is believed that the haunted nature of the tunnel is accredited to the tunnel being the site of grisly murders, death, and even satanic rituals. Locals who live nearby the tunnel have warned visitors from venturing into the tunnel. It has been reported that the tunnel has become the site where demonic apparitions appear, where car engines die out of the blue, and where eerie shrieks of trapped women and babies would echo. The famous story surrounding the infamous tunnel started when Ed Sensabaugh had welcomed a homeless man into his home as an act of charity. Their homeless guest attempted to steal jewelry, so naturally the host confronted him with a gun. The thief, in defense, took his baby daughter out of the house and drowned it in the tunnel. Another version of the story pictures Ed as a madman murdering his entire family before drowning the baby in the tunnel. It is said that the baby is one of the most famous figures haunting the tunnel to this day. Ed eventually lived until dying of old age in the 1950s, and by then, the tunnel had already fallen into despair. Clinton Road, located in West Milford, New Jersey, is said by many to be the most haunted road in the United States. In 1905, a writer warned travelers to avoid the road due to reports of bandits and witchcraft. This was one of the earlier reports about the road. There are still stories of local cannibals. Allegedly, if you're driving along the road and come to a fallen tree blocking your path, you must turn around immediately or you will be trapped and eaten. One of the most well-known stories is of a boy at Dead Man's Curve. He supposedly was playing on a bridge nearby and fell to his death on the jagged rocks below. His ghost allegedly haunts the spot, and if you toss a coin over the edge of the bridge, it is said to be tossed back at you. Other ghost stories include a girl driving a ghost Camaro. She supposedly died in a fatal car crash in 1988, and if you mention this story while driving at night, you risk triggering a manifestation. There are also reports of a phantom truck, either white or red, who chases people off the road. Some others claim to have seen 2 park rangers who died on the job in 1939 while camping. And lastly, there are reports of strange creatures seen on or beside the road, from hellhounds to unidentified hybrids, that are believed to be survivors of jungle habitat, a nearby attraction that was closed in 1976, who supposedly crossbred animals. Some people who have drove down the road have even claimed to have seen the infamous Jersey Devil. Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a quick channel update here. I apologize for the lack of videos lately. I've been extremely busy these past few weeks. I've had some changes in my schedule and have been just trying to make a video and edit it here and there and throw it in. But I'm finally getting in a better routine now, and hopefully should be getting back on the regular schedule of 2 videos a week. That would be my ideal for putting out videos. And one more quick thing here. I'm really wanting to make a video on subscriber submissions. So if any of you have any experiences that you'd like to share, just write them out and email them to me. I'll put the email below that you can email it to, or you could send it to my YouTube inbox. Either one would work. Just make sure that the story is written decently enough to read. I'm not saying it has to be perfect, just as long as it's readable and is in good format, and everything is pretty well spelled correctly, because that's always a pain when reading stories. But yeah, like I said, I really want to make a subscriber submission video. I haven't yet. I just haven't got enough submissions, and I wanted to put this on one of the end of the videos, hoping that you guys would see it. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for any upcoming videos you'd like me to do, just post them in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys later.